The point marker tool is used when you want, for the sake of argument, to put a series of control points around this arc through here, even though you might be able to put a dimension in to show the center point of the arc. It's a good idea to have a point 0 in your design. So 0, 0, I've moved the whole design to location coordinate 0, 0. So each one of these points that I'm putting in can be related to so many units in the X and so many in the Y. That means that a survey team can easily set that point out. So the prompt, after we call the command, let's do it again, from Tools, Point Marker, and we're asked to input a point. In this case, I'll use the nearest option, and I'll put a point around here. The next prompt says, give us the name. Well, I label these sequentially. This will be point 105, or tag will be 105. Hit the Enter key. Then I'm asked for the first corner and the second corner. So point 105 goes in. We'd want the final one there at the end. So we can go to the end O snap, and to that point there, this will be 106. So it's drawn with whatever is the current text style on whatever is the current layer. So we now, if we zoom out a little, we now have a series of point markers running all the way around that curve. So the curve can be quite complex, but you've provided a system whereby your construction team can easily place those points. If you click on to finish the command and click onto any one of those points, you can see that its position in the X is 2.628 meters in the X and down 1.98 meters, so you can easily locate that position. One other point to note is, no pun intended, but that if you click on point styles, I've currently got my size set at 1.5, if I set that set at 2.5, you'll see the point marker is much, much larger. You can have different point markers with a point style there. We've currently got a cross, but we could have a rhomboid like so, and the point marker changes again. So it's your choice as to what you use as far as the point marker is concerned. But the next step will be to extract that point data and put it somewhere into a file where we can perhaps read it later or print it into the drawing, print it onto a layout sheet or whatever. Well, once you have placed those marker points, you will want to extract the information in there. And we've got a complementary tool to do that. So it's Tools and Extract Point Marker Information. The little routine runs and it asks you to give us the name of the file. We'll put it on the desktop and we'll call it Extract. It's going to write a CSV file, which means it will pop it into a form that Excel can suck in. So we'll click Save. What I'll now do is just start Excel and we'll load the information in. Then we'll cut and paste a little image of that and put it back into the drawing. Well, here we are in Excel. The data has been imported. So point number 101, X value is there and Y value is there. What I have done is just set the formatting of this group of cells here to no decimal places, whole numbers, integers. So that just makes the set out values for the construction team so much easier. What we now do is copy and paste this information into the drawing. So we can just select it and copy, and then we can paste from the clipboard into the drawing. The simplest way to do that is just to select the zone as we did, then start if and U, copy, and then paste. So we just paste the information straight into there. And what I would then do is just make sure the image is trimmed, so we can go Edit and crop selection. So now we have our image. We can go File and Save As. And we can turn it into, let's put it again on the desktop. So it's asking us for the file format. We can use any of the file formats that the gCADPlus understands. So we'll say save as a JPEG. That will do, and we're going to put it in the desktop, and again we'll just call it extract and save. So we can now close the fan view and return to our drawing, and then we can just simply use our raw raster image, add one from the desktop, one called extract, and load it and insert it. So I'm putting it here in model space, but it more logically would go into a layout space. So that set of data is of great value to your construction team.